What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today on the Asus G15 Advantage, and today we're going to do Borderlands 3 again, but this time at 1440p. So we pretty much just have to move it over to the capture computer now that I figured out you can use super resolution to just mimic that or make the computer believe it's hooked up to a 1440p monitor. Doesn't get you any extra performance gains or anything, so it should be fine. Glad I finally figured that one out. So why don't we, not wasting more time, get it moved over to the capture computer, and we'll run through all the settings, and then at the end we'll do my settings, just like we did at 1080p. So let's go jump on into it, shall we? Well, now let's get ourselves some gameplay footage on 1440p for this game. Now we are in 1440p. It says we're on the 4K capture card, maxed out field of view, custom maxed out frame limit. No, we're gonna start on very low, just like we did at 1080p, and we'll just work our way up to badass. And there we are, we've reached the bottom. So now why don't we go on ahead and run the benchmark real fast. So to start off with, we got 181.13 average FPS on very low. We got 5.52 average frame time. And with that, it's a pretty simplistic benchmark. Those are the only two settings we get, so why don't we go ahead and hop into the game now. Well, let's start off here on very low, 1440p. Get ourselves a little gameplay in here. Huh. Oh yeah, that's right, I killed everybody here. I think I have to jump down into the hole. So let's go into the hole. Down the hole. Now we're in fuel processing, and now we've got these weird droids.
Cover fire. Oh yeah! Hey. Authority not confirmed.
More of them.
Remember that. Kill.
Come on, let me up, you motherfucker. It's like right there. You bastard, you will let me up here. I'll get up here, see? I told you I'd get up. Anyway, let's move on. So now we're gonna move on to low. So first, let's run through these settings before we do a benchmark, and then we'll get into the game. All right, and now let's run that benchmark. And then after that, we'll get into the game. All right, average FPS this time on low was 164.2, and our average frame time was 6.1. So now, when we've gotten through that, we can go ahead and get into the game. Now for some low gameplay here at 1440. So let's go run on over to our little hole over here. Wish it would just save down there, so I didn't have to run all the way over here, but it is what it is. It's not a big deal. And besides, it's kind of fun jumping down the giant hole. We can like spin around in a circle, be like, whoa, holy shit. And then we can shoot the thing. And stuff.
Shoot up.
The gun. And I'd highly recommend it. That a little bit later. Got me some garlic cookies. I like that strain. I like Girl Scout cookies, and I like Chem Dog. You combine the two, and man, you're in for a good time. That was a giant-ass fucking stutter. See, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Now, if I was in the middle of a gunfight and I was about to aim at somebody's face and I got that, I'd probably miss. That would suck. Alright, I guess we're supposed to place the thing here. Okay. Can do. But I think we should also move on. Well, on to medium preset now. So, as usual, let's just cruise through these settings right quick. All right, we've reached the bottom. So you know what that means? It's time for us to go over here and start that benchmark. All right, medium benchmark's all finished. We got an average of 140.44, and we got ourselves an average frame time of 7.12. So with that, since this is the only two settings we get, we can now get into the game. Well, here's some medium gameplay now, so let's kill these fuckers again.
On the win. Off the Maui on the left. Fine, well,
Opening up a fine, racking him up.
probably.
Oh, there's still more of you, huh? Aw, oh, missed. He went back the other fucking way.
Infinite death. 100%.
There we go. Got him that time. Alright, I guess we gotta check these things, huh? Inspecto. There's two more to inspect, huh? Well, first, why don't we move on? Well, now, let's do some high graphics preset. So let's cruise down here, look at these settings again. And then, of course, once we get to the bottom, you know it's benchmark time. Hey, and look at that. We just got there. So now it's time for us to go run on over to this benchmark right here. Well, all right, we dropped all the way down to 91.90. So I will probably be doing more medium for this particular resolution once we get to my settings, but we got 91.90 and then 10.88 for average there. So now let's get into the game. Here is some high gameplay now. Oh, I always look the wrong damn way. They're always behind me. There they are. Kill the spheres.
You. I am so hot. I'm gonna.
Here we go. Right.
Oh, there he is. I thought one comes out of the side there. I was just a little bit too slow. I thought that one was dead, to be honest with you. It's like, how the fuck is something hitting me? And you look over and it's like, oh, this thing with a shred of life is attacking me from the damn corner. Little bastard. Try and get us some more ammo, and we gotta go find that next little thing to open, too. I think it's up here a little ways. Oh, there we go, some shotgun shells, and now we move on. And now it's Ultra. So, time to go through the settings. And, alright, let's start that bench. Well, that drops us down to an average of 79, which is still better than 60. And we got 12.59 for average frame time this time. And that's all there is to the benchmark, so it's time to get into the game. So let's do just that. Well, now it's time to get a little Ultra gameplay in, so let's go shoot the little weird ball protector stinger thing.
They shouldn't be called me.
They make great targets there. It's almost like shooting skeet.
Reinforcements down.
Scrub. Just feeding the birds.
I
I'm
just
probably too
want to
far
be
away.
close to you.
You know, shotgun after all.
Competitive.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Maui wants a lot of money.
There you are. Is that all of you already? Or is there more? Alright, I think that's all of them. Alright, we can jump across here and check this thing real quick.
Too big. Not my style.
And now we move on. We have now made it to the badass graphics preset, so let's just look through these settings again. And alright, with that, I think it's time for us to go run the benchmark and see what we get. I wonder if we can still stay above 60 or not. Well, we got 72.94 average this time, so definitely still above 60 average anyway. And we got 13.71 as our average frame time. So now all that's left is to jump into the game and see how it runs. Well, let's get some badass gameplay in now.
Almost activated. Sometimes a barrage missiles just explode for backup.
We'll just shoot our balls, or stingers as they call them in this game.
What up?
For backup.
Goddamn South Park, that damn protect my balls
to the
song
wrong
popped
chick.
into my head. It's from the episode where they all get ninja weapons. Classic. I believe Butters gets shot in the eye with a freaking ninja throwing star, and then they dress him up as a dog, and oh boy, it's just so fucking funny. Man, I haven't watched that show in forever. I wonder if it went like super downhill like most of the other shows I used to watch, like Family Guy. I should start watching them again from start to the newest season just to see what I think. Because I can't say if I don't like it if I never give it a try, you know? And even if some seasons were bad that I didn't like previously, maybe they fixed it and got a little better. Being, oh shit, we're losing a bunch of viewership. Let's switch things back more to like the old school shit, you know? Who knows? Anything's possible. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and move on now? So, now it's time for my settings. So, here's what my settings are. And there we are at the bottom of the settings. So now why don't we go run the benchmark? Now, it should be very close to this, within a frame or two, within error, you know? So let's run it and see. All right. So we got 124.90, so it's pretty much the same. It was 0.1 or 0.2 lower than it was before, so within the realm of error, you know? And then we got 8.1 for average frame time. So with that said, let's jump back into the game, see how it looks and how it plays. Well, now we're on my settings, so let's get a little gameplay, shall we? And I don't really think it looks that much worse than badass setting, and we get way more FPS. Don't get me wrong, I can tell a slight smidgen of a difference if I really sit there and stare at it, but if I'm sitting here enjoying just shooting shit, I think I'd rather have the FPS. But again, this is just me. Even when we were on max, we never dropped below 60 that I saw. So as long as it still goes against goes with my mantra of staying over 60 all the time, that's what I like. Hell, I'd prefer, honestly, if games stayed above 100 the whole time, but anything over 100 for me is just butter. I'm not, like, the most super competitive player. I'm pretty decent, but I'm not, like, I'm nowhere near Shroud level or anything like that. Nowhere close. So, I don't feel the need to, like, super low the graphics in games like this all the way down to low and make it look, like, super bad just for some more FPS. Especially if I'm just playing the single-player aspect of it, but I still like to shoot my enemies, so I still like my FPS, so that's why I put the settings the way they are. And I think I did a pretty good job. Even our frame times are pretty smooth. I mean, it still might do its normal random stutter every now and again that it likes to do, but for the most part, very smooth. Well, all right, guys, let's get a little camera gameplay in here.
Yes, they couldn't have. Clip set.
Uh-oh. Oh, they're gonna beat me this time, it looks like. Alright, maybe not.
This is intense.
ammo for the win.
Oh, that is perfect. It just screams Reese. Reese. Use the Viper drive.
There we go. I was gonna say, I'm trying to praise it. I don't know, it's just not letting me.
I'm in. Ooh, anti-grav propulsion. Cushy. Ooh, the voice sounds good too, right? Not, changed in any way?
It has a mustache.
You sound like you.
Thanks. Think I'm getting the hang of this. So for the record, this is not a probe. Do not call me Reese Prober.
Alright, Proberson.
Call me Reese Sphere. Well, that's
Alright, Reese Probe.
That's pretty tough to say. Reese Sphere, Reese Sphere. Oh,
I'm gonna call you Proby Boy.
Call me.
Alright, come on, Proby Boy, this way. Go to this thing.
Time to stop that laser and get your vault key fragment. For Atlas! All scan complete. That does not sound right. This way to the control room. Not crap. This is a pleasure sphere, not a death sphere. I've got lubricant, music, protocols, and an ambient light show. So,
Ha!
you're gonna have to clear out those troops, Vault Hunter.
Don't run. I love you.
There was a little stutter.
Attention, loyal Malawan personnel. Anyone who brings me a dead Vault Hunter will receive a 2-hour pass to the Zanara. Currently in orbit and featuring a 25 cheese nacho fountain, round-the-clock skag oil massages, and privacy booths with our service bots. No questions asked.
Another one down.
Oh, hello. Oh, cool. I like money. Alright. Alright though. I think that's plenty of camera gameplay, don't you guys think? Why don't we go wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Borderlands 3 at 1440p. So, It didn't quite do quite as well as it did 1080p, obviously, because 1440p is harder to run, but we still got pretty acceptable FPS on medium-ish settings. Did a couple things on high there, but for my settings, I did a mixture of high and medium, and that got us around 120 to 140 FPS, it seemed. But that's only one spot of the whole game. There's many places to the game. So obviously you could get more, you could get less, depending on where you are. That's how games work, obviously. But since I don't have time to sit here and go through the entire game every single time, hopefully it gets playable FPS no matter what with my settings, no matter where you are. That's kind of what I try to think. I try to think for the future. Just because we're getting good frames now doesn't mean we won't get bad ones later. But anyway, I would say it's definitely playable on the Asus G15 Advantage, but after 1440p, I don't think it'd be very enjoyable on ultra wide or 4K, which is why I don't do those videos anymore, especially because not many people are watching them. Of course, though, if anybody does want me to do that because they will have a custom request, feel free to ask. I don't mind doing custom requests at all. I just figured why waste the time on that stuff when I could be making videos that people ask for, and other games I wanted to test on the Asus G15 Advantage myself as well. So anyway, though, that's about all I got for you guys for this particular video. I do hope you enjoyed it because I always enjoy making them. And until the next video, peace out, guys.